It's your boy, Big Kelv, repping that 7-day genetics, and y'all know how I do it. I work out 7 days. 7 days. Now back to my segment that I call Fuck Out of Here, in which I talk about things that bug me. It's typically gym related, but occasionally I do go off that cuff and I talk about things that have absolutely nothing to do with the gym. Today is not necessarily gym related, but you can relate it to the gym. I am going to relate it to the gym in a way. So what I want to talk about today is being humble. Being humble is very important, because if you're so arrogant that you can't hear anyone else, you hold yourself to the light so much that you can't see your own imperfections or things that you do wrong. And that in itself is ignorant. You have to be able to see what you do wrong, especially if you're going to point the finger at anyone else. Sometimes you have to look at it like, well, a lot of times you have to look at this this way. When you're pointing at someone, there's a finger pointing back at you. So you, a lot of times, have to take part of the blame, and you have to be able to see the blame that is you. You know what I'm saying? The things that you did wrong. So don't be so arrogant that you can't see it. So me, I'm a pretty humble dude. You know what I'm saying? I go to the gym. I take care of myself. I try to be as healthy as possible. But in that, even though people tell me, generally I hear, hey, you look great, blah, 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 and stuff like that, I'm still humble enough to be able to see the imperfections. For instance, I was in the gym today and I realized something. I realized I was not getting the results that I want, and I kind of hit a wall. And I was just assuming, maybe it's because I've been working out so long, blah, 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 blah. But then I realized something in that moment. Kelvin, you have lost your mind-muscle connection. And I have. I just got used to moving the weight, and I haven't really been thinking about it. And I know I talk about it, but I really haven't been implementing it. I do my curls, I do them up, but I'm not holding it. You know what I'm saying? To force that blood into the muscle. And because I'm not so arrogant and I'm humble, I can see it. And I'm just like, man, Kelvin, you're sitting here wasting time here, because you're not putting everything into these workouts that you could be. Do you see how arrogance can hinder you? It's best to just be humble. Thing is, in every situation, if you're humble, you can see what you've done wrong. When you're so arrogant and you don't, it ruins your relationships. For instance, you're in a relationship with a woman and you're so arrogant, you're like, I'm right, she's wrong. Well, you probably won't be in that relationship long. You're working a job. You work for someone and you're so arrogant that you always think you're right. You're not going to keep that job very long. At some point, you have to be able to say, okay, what did I do wrong? How can I make things better? That's being humble. That's taking that arrogance, pushing it off to the side and saying, okay, how can I be the best version of me? And that's what I've done in the gym. I said, okay, Kelvin, how are we going to get that best version of you back? Not saying I necessarily just fell off, but that I need to bring that mind-muscle connection back. And today, actually thinking about it, I notice I feel it a bit more. Like a lot of times I've been going to the gym and I notice I haven't been feeling it. Not really thinking about it, just leaving the gym like, oh, okay, my body must just be used to it. That's not it. I have actually, in a way, lost that mind-muscle connection, not thinking about it. And so, you know what? Let me cut down the amount of different exercises that I do, and then concentrate on the ones that are going to give me the best results, and make sure I pause to force that blood into those muscles to get those results. And the reason I bring this up today is because there's a dude I go to the gym with. He made me start thinking about this today. I was watching him work out today, because, you know, he was talking to me or whatever, and I'm looking at him like, yo, this dude is just throwing the weight around. And then all of a sudden it clicked in my head, Kelvin, that might be what you're doing. You're not feeling a pump. Why? I'm like, damn. And I was humble enough to see that. And then I said to him, so he's working out his back. He is on the machine pulling the bars towards him, and I'm just like, you're jerking now. I was like, why don't you, you know, have a smoother flow in that so you get more results? He got mad at me. You know, I wanted to smack the shit out of him and tell him, fuck out of here. But I didn't. I said, cool, you do you. I'm just trying to tell you what I see from the outside in. And it made me check myself in the gym today. See? Gotta be humble. But anyways, it's your boy, Big Kelv. If you like what you heard, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. If you're not the type to subscribe, that's cool too. Just make sure you watch my damn videos. But make sure you signed in when you do. Also, if you have an idea for an upcoming video, post in those comments below. And if I agree and it's something that bothers me the way it bothers you, I'll make a video about it. But if it doesn't, then I won't. And I hope you don't get offended by it. Such is life. But anyways, it's your boy, Big Kelv. And as usual, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.